Hi! For the last few weeks we've been learning about course management systems and the free offerings that some of them have, trying to determine which system, which application offers the best free online functionality. If you visit the blog and read about the posts from the last few weeks, you can learn what other tools we've looked at and what our conclusions have been about those. And this week we're looking at a few, but we're really focusing on Ecto Learning. I took a quick look at edu20.org and found that the free functionality was really a trial thing. So I came back to Ecto Learning, sunk my teeth into it, and I'm really pleased. I think it's actually the best tool I've looked at so far in terms of free functionality, and there's no limitations. There's no paid plan. It's just a free tool, and what it does is more than enough to give you a nice structure for creating courses and course materials and delivering them online and interacting with students online. So if you watch on, you'll learn more about it, and thank you. Alright, so let's take a look at Ecto Learning. When you pop over to EctoLearning.com, you're going to see a screen like this, and you're going to click on this Sign Up Now button to sign in, and as you can see, all you need is an email address, username, password. You have to join one of these communities. Are you an educator, a parent, a school administrator, or a student? Put in the image verification code, and that's really all that's required to get you started. After you sign up and log in, you'll be taken to a screen something like this. And the functionality of Ecto Learning revolves strongly around the idea of a group. A group is kind of analogous to a course. So you're going to want to create a new group. So I'm going to hit that Create a New Group button down here. And you see you give it a group title. You can give it a description, associate some tags with it for searching purposes, determine whether it is public, private, in which you give a membership code, or premium, where there's a membership code, and you can charge fees, and then again an image verification function down there. So you go ahead and create yourself a group. Once you've created a group, then out on your dashboard under My Groups, your groups are going to be listed. And here is my group page for this Intro to Blogging workshop course that I've set up. Now your course content on your group page will be over here on the right. So the first section is the blog section, then there's a Q&A section unless you decide to turn it off. There would be an assignment section next. I chose to turn that off and not use the assignment tool for my assignments. I found the forum and content areas met my needs more than adequately without having to use the assignment mechanism. And so the next section is the forum section, and there's a content section. So up in the blog section here, if I go ahead and look at one of these, I created this little welcome screen where we explain what the goals are and what to do to go on to the next step of the course. So back out here, if I go ahead into the forum section, it's going to tell me what my assignment is and what I'm going to do after my assignment, which is basically to post my observations here in the thread and read some of the comments of some of the other workshop attendees and reply to them. And then back out here in the content section, we do see assignment number 1. And here I am, of course, seeing the teacher's view of this. I'll go ahead and log in shortly and show you the student's view of this. But it's just a page showing what I'm to do and having some links on it. Let me go ahead and log in as the student and show you what it looks like to the student. So here I see the student's screen, and I had previously invited this student to participate, and they get an email. Let's see if I can pop that up here. I think I had that sitting out here. So they get an email like this telling them that they've been invited, and then if they accept that, they're part of the group. So here's the group, and if I click on that group link here, I see the blogs, I see the assignments, and I see the content. So if I go, for example, to assignment number 1 here, it tells me what my first assignment is, and then after it I should go into the forum and answer the questions there and do what it says to do there. So very straightforward. And now I've logged out and logged back in again as the instructor, and I want to show you a little bit about creating these elements. So with the blogs, if you go to blog for a new group, you're going to see this new post option, and you're going to give it a title, you're going to create it, and you're going to post it. So it's really that straightforward. And then back out here on my groups page, I'm going to go out to this little demo group I created without any content to show you the basics of how you create other new pieces. So if it's an assignment, you say new assignment. For a thread, there's going to be this create new thread option, and again, you come in there, give it a name, put up a post. Very straightforward. And for content, you would choose this add option here. So what do you want to add? A new page or whatever it is. And then it's going to come up and say, well, what kind of page is it? And then when you create the page, it's where you're going to land on this more involved section where you have to spend some time learning about how to add new sections here. So for example, if I say I want to add a multiple choice question, I come over and click through to that, fill this out, and that's going to be added. And that's the basic idea for adding different sections of content. So when you click on this add new section button, you're going to get all these choices of different kinds of content that are available, and then you go through from there and complete the process. So if I was adding texts and images, I'd have this little HTML editor, and I would fill that out and hit create, and that would give me some content. So that's the basic idea. Once you've created a little bit, you have to go into things. So for example, here I am back in the intro to blogging group, and if I wanted to do something with this blog, the first post I created, I would have to click on that post and then scroll down to this edit button in order to make changes to it. And similar for some of the other functions. So if I want to go into this forum posting, I go into it and hit edit, then I can make changes to it. And that's the idea, very straightforward. If you want help, there is a help section up here, little help option. So we click on that, it's going to bring us to this page that contains many modules with help in them. So here we have, for example, 3 steps to getting started, and I come out to that and read through it, and it helps me get going. I will say that I found these little help pages kind of cluttered to look at and read, but other than that, they did certainly help me find my way through doing a lot of what I needed to do. And the last thing I want to mention is about inviting students to the course. And there is an invite button under the members section for that group page. And if you come out there, you can either send the invite to their username if they've already registered with Ecto Learning, and if they haven't, send it to an email address, and it will invite them to come and register and participate in the course. So it's very straightforward. Of course, student safety, particularly for younger students, is always a concern with platforms like this. I haven't spent a lot of time investigating that with Ecto Learning, although what I do see is that you only see what you've been invited to, so therefore it really seems to be entirely within the control of the instructor what their students are going to see. They're going to see the content that they've created, and then there's also some functionality to have some level of control over things that have been entered by students within the application. Just a real nice, straightforward platform. I was very pleased with it. I was able to do what I wanted to do, and I think I can really recommend this as a great free tool with no real limitations as far as a paid plan versus a free plan, and very much worth trying for teachers who want to give a shot to learning about CMS platforms and do it with minimal fuss, muss, and no cost.